Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The Cash Flow King is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started. Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The Cash Flow King is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started. Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The Cash Flow King is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started. Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The Cash Flow King is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started. Hello, do you have any property, either land or house, that you are not making enough money from, or you plan to have one? I have helped over 100 people solve the cash flow problem on their property, and they achieve this within 60 days. There's no need for you or your company to be concerned about the cash flow problem of your property, because I'm here to help you. Access the training for free. Click on the link below to learn more. Hello, do you have any property, either land or house, that you are not making enough money from, or you plan to have one? I have helped over 100 people solve the cash flow problem on their property, and they achieve this within 60 days. There's no need for you or your company to be concerned about the cash flow problem of your property, because I'm here to help you. Access the training for free. Click on the link below to learn more. Hello, do you have any property, either land or house, that you are not making enough money?
Okay, good evening, everywhere, and happy Sunday to all of us. How we all doing today? We all doing today. Hope you had a wonderful Sunday. Mine was incredible because it was a Thanksgiving service in church today. So I had a very, 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 very wonderful Sunday. So welcome to another edition of Real Estate Night School. So especially welcome every one of us today. Uh, for those that are just joining us for the first time, basically the Real Estate Night School is a platform whereby um, we convey real estate knowledge. In fact, you can say it's your online gateway to real estate education. It's your online gateway to real estate education. So when it comes to real estate education, when it comes to real estate knowledge, it is your online gateway to search. So, and I don't think it's something that you want to miss. We are going to be talking about everything real estate in the course of tonight. So, um, like I said, everyone, every day from 1st of June till the end of June, that's when we're going to be having this section. And so today is the fourth night, so let's get started. So from the one we started with co-ownership, what co-ownership is all about, and today we are going to continue on co-ownership. I believe I'm loud and clear. I believe I'm loud and clear. So I don't think there's any disturbance when it comes to my sound. My audio should be good, but if my audio is not good for one reason or the other, just go to the comment section and let me know. Just drop it at the comment section and say, oh, the audio is not good enough or the visual is not good enough. Just let me know. So, welcome every one of us once again to the Real Estate Night School, your online gateway to the real estate education. So we started co-ownership at day one to just backtrack a little bit for every one of us that have missed either day one, day two, day three. You can go back to any of the platforms you are watching, and all the videos are there. We are not pulling them down yet, most likely we'll be pulling them down very, 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 very soon. And a lot of people have been saying, "Am I going to put this in a book? Am I going to there going to be a book? Is there going to be a course, or can I mentor them and all of those things?" But all those details, we'll be touching on all those details later on. But let's just get started on tonight. So, like I had that we talked about yesterday, we talked about some of the statistics of co-ownership. Day before yesterday, we gave the definition, and on the first day, we talked about the background of what co-ownership is all about. So I mentioned that co-ownership is basically, um, permit me to use this, so when two or three people are gathered together and they decide to own a property in one of their in one of their names. So basically, that's what co-ownership is all about. Two or three people gather together and they decide to own a property in one of their names. So that's what co-ownership is all about. So and so today, like I mentioned, we are continuing in the explanation of what ownership is all about. And I started with the statistics, and that's the same statistics that we are going to continue today. And I'm basically using the statistics to explain what ownership is all about. I did a definition one day on day two, and I was asked to go back to explaining what ownership is all about because people really need to understand these definitions. I'm using these 3 days, day two, day three, day four, to explain co-ownership basically. So for what's ownership again? Like I mentioned, one, two, three people or institution gather together, and there's a legal framework that binds them together. There's a legal framework that binds them together. That's very, very important. There's actually a legal framework that binds them together. So please give me 1 minute. My lightning is
Do you desire to Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that break in transmission. I think I had some issue with my lightning, so it wasn't giving me the effect I wanted. So I'm back right now. So co-ownership is between two or three people, and come together to buy a property. So there is equal there's a responsibility that ties them together. So it's not an irresponsible home ownership scheme. And we looked at some statistics yesterday. So I'm going to continue from where we stopped yesterday. So because this class actually a 15 minutes class, and we started at 9, and max is 9:30. So let's quickly run for the next couple of minutes. So the Urban Land Institute found that co-ownership arrangement can reduce housing costs by up to 50% for participants. Yes. So because if for instance you are doing co-ownership and let's say 10 people want to buy a house for 50 million naira, if Mr. A say that no, I want to go and buy my own house for 50 million naira on my own, and a group of 10 people wants to go and buy a house for that same 15 million naira on their own. So Mr. A, because he does not have the financial capacity to pay at once, he decided that okay, let me pay over 10 months. I'm going to be paying for 5 million naira over the next 10 months. So what the financial implication is that if he goes back to the developer that will probably selling that property, that I want to buy this property, I'm going to be paying for the next 10 months. So most likely what is going to happen is that the developer will tell Mr. Hill that what will happen is that because you are paying for the next 10 months, I agree, because you are going to pay 60 million naira. So what instead of paying 5 million naira a month, he's going to be paying 6 million naira on a monthly basis for the next 10 months. That means he's paying extra 10 million naira, 20% extra. That's the cost of fund because it's back paying over a 10 month period. So that's one of the implications of that 20%. Imagine if it's paying over 21 months. Imagine if it's paying over 30 months. Imagine if it's paying over a longer period of time. So these are some of the things that happen when you do not go home. So imagine if Mr. Hay is part of these 10 people, and instead of him saying that I want to go and stand on my own, these same 10 people, all of them drop a 5 million naira, and 10 of them have dropped 50 million. They are buying this property. In fact, they can even negotiate the price of the property because they are paying in cash. And there's power when you pay in cash. Cash is king. Any day, anytime, because you are paying outright, there is power in that. Or they can start to pay for 2 months. Because the cash is available, they can decide to do a whole lot of things. So with this 5 million naira, he's getting a benefit of what a 50 million naira person would have gotten. He's getting a benefit of what a 50 million naira person would have gotten. So that is one of the advantage of co-holding. So because you might be one there, but at the end of 10 months, you have 100% ownership. Like I said, and I keep saying it, 1% of 1 billion and 100% of 100,000 is not the same thing. 1% of 100 million and 100% of 100,000 is not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Do you know that instead of him paying 60 million naira over the next 10 months, he would stay with this group of people and they would have bought that same property and buy 10 of such property over the next 10 months? Isn't that wonderful? Because I said something earlier in the 2 3, and I mentioned first question is you see for you to plug in into co-ownership, one mental shift that must happen is that you must see owning a house not as an achievement, so to say, but you must see it as a vehicle of wealth creation. You must see it as a store of value. You must see it as an investment that must give you cash flow or capital appreciation. That is very, very, very key. So, because of that, let's quickly take this 30 seconds break.
Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The cash flow king is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started.
So for those that are watching me, welcome back. And for those that are watching the replay, too, welcome back. So for anybody that is interested, there's a co-ownership project that I'm privileged to be sharing that we're putting together through the LifePage Cooperative. It's about 2.3 billion fund that we're pulling together to hold set of apartments, about 64 units of apartments. So what you're going to be enjoying is what somebody that holds 2.3 billion is probably going to be enjoying. So, and it's just 100,000 naira you can plug in. Just 100,000 naira you can plug in. So you don't want to miss. You don't want to miss that. I just felt that let me drop that quickly as I go back into my lecture for tonight. Like I said, how do you plug in? All you need to do is to send a message, WhatsApp message to 080 7534 3090. 08075343090. So the number that is scrolling on the screen right now is the number you should send that message to. Whatever platform you have, there's a number scrolling on the screen right now. That is the number that you should send that message to. You don't want to miss that in any way at all. So let's continue. Let's continue. So I just so the next statistics show fact about co-ownership is that a survey conducted by Property Guru revealed that 71% of millennials are interested in co-ownership. 71% of millennials are interested in co-ownership. And why are they interested in co-ownership? They are interested in co-ownership because it makes home ownership more affordable. It makes home ownership much more affordable. So, as a millennial, you can start with your journey. Most of the time, the reason why a lot of people don't enter into real estate is because they feel that it is too expensive. Ah, me, I don't have that kind of money. Oh, and all of those things. And you see, I play in the real estate space, and there are some people that have bought some kind of property that is just a total waste of money. Co-ownership is far better than it because it gives you two most important things when it comes to investment: appreciation of your capital, and also it gives you possibility of rental gain. And you, in fact, any investment that can give you these two things, what that investment has done is that it has protect your money against inflation. That's number one. It has not just protect your money against inflation, it has also uh, 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 it has also possibility of rental income. As the value of your money is increasing, so also you are making money. So that money means that you have saved money on an error. That is very, very, very important when it comes to the principle of investing. I know one of the beautiful things about co-ownership is the fact that 10 people can come together and all the 10 people don't need to live in the house. Yes. And one of them can decide that, okay, I don't mind though, even though my 5 million is my equity, just like the example that I gave earlier in this project, but can I be a tenant that will stay in this project? And because of that, you know that you have access to, because what it means is that you have your equity owner and you are also equally a tenant. It gives you access to home ownership easily. And because a lot of people are going to be dropping money to hold property, it makes availability of funds and availability of home easy for people that probably all they can do now is rent. So that is very, very, very important. That's very, very important. It's one area that we don't often appreciate enough, because when people put their funds together, the more we wait for somebody that will drop 30 million, 40 million, 20 million, we, the housing deficit, the solution, solving the housing deficit can never and will never happen. It will never happen unless we have a government intervention. So most millennials are always they just want to put funds in these co-ownership thing, and you don't want to miss that in any way. So the next one, before the last tonight, will be shared home ownership scheme helps save over 200,000 people in the UK. It's, sorry, has helped over 200,000 people in the UK to become home owner. Yes, yes, and that's huge. So if shared ownership scheme, which is more or less like co-own, has helped over 200,000, which is a novel um, scheme, is not something that is widely acceptable as such, because the mentality has always been my team, especially in places like Africa, and it has to be my team. It's me and myself only. No, our mentality when it comes to co-ownership should be that I want to invest in real estate. And why do you invest in real estate? Real estate is stable. Stability is one of the strengths when it comes to real estate. Stability is one of the strengths, one key thing when it comes to real estate. It's one key thing when it comes to real estate. And you don't want to invest in a scheme that is not stable, and that is very important. We need to take note of. So another um, important statistics that we'll be looking at today is that according to study by the National Association of Realtors, co-ownership, co-ownership has been increasingly popular, with 13% of buyers purchasing a property with a non-relative. Hmm. Is on the increase. Even realtors, brokers, real estate agents are admitting the fact that ownership is on the increase. So what this is telling us, excuse me, is that this is the future. This is the future. So this is the future. So you don't want to be left behind. You cannot afford to have the mentality that it has to be my own 100%. When you can jointly own and have the 100% advantage of being a homeowner. I always tell people, see, you can be a landlord and a tenant at the same time. It does not make sense. I mean, your choice, the choice, there are three choices that are very important in life. Even though I'm not planning to, it was not part of the script of what I wanted to share tonight, but because this is very important, because every night you have to deal with the issue of mentality, because mentality is very important. You know, even the Holy Book said, my people are destroyed because they lack knowledge, they are destroyed because they lack understanding, they are destroyed because they lack the right vision. Yes. So what you see matters. When you see something with a stereotype of how your father handed it over to you, no, you must not be a tenant, you must not be a tenant. Who says you must not be a tenant? There are people that own property in multiples of millions, and they're still tenants. It depends on the lifestyle that they choose to live. You know, the monarchy mindset that has befell Africa is very damaging, and it's limiting, and it's very limiting. We need to up that cap of the fact that you have to be 100% own the property. There are people that work in VI, that work in on the highland, quite a distance kilometer away from where they stay. The land they bought was supposed to be used for land bank. They went and built house there, and they'll be traveling 13 hours, 4 hours go and 4 hours back, 8 hours out of 24 hours. One third has been spent in traffic, and they will work for another 10, 15 hours in the office. So how 1 or 2 hours left to sleep? How will you live long that way? So their houses, their investments that they did that was supposed to be for land banking, In this course of real estate high school, I'm going to touch on land banking too. I'm going to demystify a lot of things. I'm going to break down when it comes to land. I mean, by God's grace, it's one thing I understand, and it's one area that I've dealt. I mean, I've been dealing now for close to 12 years actively. I'm not talking about being a realtor one chance. No. When I mean actively, it's not one area that I know that I can say that I've obeyed the 10,000 hour rule over and over and over. I understand it. So, coming back to owners, that mentality must, must, most importantly be dealt with. So we must have that mentality that see, this property is an investment. This property is a business. This property, I'm not buying it because I want to become landlord. That's at us. I was listening to a story about the origin of the word landlord. That means very, very, very funny, but because time does not permit us to go into all of that details. So, lastly, for tonight, we touched on a lot of things. Um, Lastly, for tonight, I'm going to drop here that co-ownership arrangement provides flexible options for individuals seeking to enter the real estate market by managing their financial constraint. I'm going to explain that after we watch.
Do you desire to own a property, either for rental income or for capital appreciation, and you do not know how to go about it, or the capital required is not within reach? The cash flow king is here with a co-ownership scheme that you can plug in with as little as 100,000. You are wondering, how is that possible? Yes, it's very possible. Click the link attached to this video and let's get started.
Yes, I'm back. Welcome back. So, there's no link attached to this video. Just chat the number that's scrolling on your screen right now. I say, hey, I'm interested. I want to know more. So, how do we go about it? So, I'll give you more details on how to go about it. So, just like I mentioned, as we round up tonight, so this is a scheme that I put together for anybody that is interested in a ownership. I'm fully involved, very, 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 very involved. So you don't have any cause to worry in any way at all. So I'm fully involved. So like I mentioned, the last statistics is that um, co-ownership helps you to break the barrier of financial constraints. So with as little as 100,000 naira, you can own a property. So the fund we are raising is 2.3 billion naira, but your 100,000 naira will play a long way. So for questions, for inquiry, drop it at the comment section. I'll come back to it and possibly answer it in the next episode, which is tomorrow. Thank you very much. Have a great and wonderful night. That will be all for tonight. Bye for now. Good night. See you